Yeah, my name's Eric. How's it going? Um, I think it's more of a complicated issue than people really make it out to be. I think that in certain communities there is a lot of good work that obviously police officers do. Primarily from the area that I'm in, there isn't, I thankfully grew up in somewhat of an affluent community, and the police's impact is more kind of I guess responding to like domestic abuse and sexual assault, stuff along those lines. So when I think you take apart the whole system, there are going to be consequences on either side. So if you are going to be defunding an entire department, which is something that is honestly like, depending on the scenario, is either going to be maybe a positive impact and maybe a negative impact. I would consider it defunding the police if there were other support systems that were funded properly to kind of support the work that a lot of police officers do. I don't think police officers are necessarily trained to do a lot of the things that they do have to deal with, which can be a stressor on any job, especially when you are doing something that you necessarily haven't signed up to do. I think there are benefits to it, but I also think that there will be this kind of gap that will be left. And if you can't fill in that gap properly, I think it's going to have net negative impacts rather than having a net positive impact. I'm a big proponent of having people work together too. So figuring out what is going to be like a net benefit to society and communities. We think about the US as this giant country, but it's really a lot of little different cultures. I mean, it's huge, and different communities need different solutions. There's not just one thing that's gonna basically fix everything, and I don't think defunding the police straight up is gonna fix a lot of the problems that we're faced with. So yeah, I mean, it's something to consider for sure.